हेलो हाय आदाब और सत श्री अकाल। एक बार फिर से आ गया हूँ मैं आप लोगों के बीच, आपका हमराज आरजे अभिनव 90.4 मेगाहर्ट्ज कम्युनिटी रेडियो ज्ञानवाणी यानी कि ज्ञान की वाणी पर। आज दोबारा से नो फैकल्टी आप लोगों के पास लेकर आया हूँ, आपका फेवरेट शो जो है। और हर बार जैसा कि आपको पता है, हम हर एक स्कूल से, एक डिपार्टमेंट से एक फैकल्टी को लेकर आते हैं, उनसे सवाल जवाब करते हैं, उनके बारे में जानते हैं, उनके एक्सपीरियंसेस को जानते हैं और किस तरह से उन्होंने अपनी जर्नी की शुरुआत की ये जानते हैं। आज ऐसी ही एक और शख्सियत मेरे साथ बैठे हैं यहाँ पर, उनके बारे में मैं आपको कुछ बातें बताऊंगा और फिर उनसे करेंगे हम चंद सवालात, जिनका नाम है प्रोफेसर मुकुंद प्रसाद। उनके बारे में कुछ बातें बताता हूं। प्रोफेसर मुकुंद प्रसाद, ही इज़ अ मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग ग्रेजुएट फ्रॉम BIT MESRA and MBA from XLRI Jamshedpur. He is currently a professor of information technology and leadership development in VPSM at Mumbai. His career path has moved in organizations like Tata Steel, PwC, HCL, Ispat Industries, Ranbaxy, and Welspun Group in India with senior management positions, global CIO, CHRO, and similar positions. In all companies with global presence and multi-geographical and multicultural environment. His expertise is in business transformation through technology, especially managing the RUN, run, grow and transform, change management and cultural integration cutting across geographies and countries. He is also into leadership coaching as a CEO coach and is a senior certified power coach certified by CLI International Canada. He is also a certified coach by Marshall Goldsmith in stakeholder-centered coaching and global leader of the future. He is also a certified master practitioner of NLP from Richard Mandler's Institute. काफ़ी सारी ज़्यादा चीज़ें और भी थी, बहुत सारी चीज़ें और भी थी, लेकिन मैं कुछ आपको बता पाया हूँ क्योंकि उपलब्धियाँ बहुत ज़्यादा हैं सर की, और उनको काफ़ी सारे अवार्ड्स भी मिले हैं, जिनमें से मुख्य हैं बेस्ट CIO ऑफ इंडिया अवार्ड 2012 एंड ग्लोबल CIO अवार्ड 2011। ये दोनों अवार्ड उन्हें 2011 और 2012 में मिले हैं। मैं सर का वार्म वेलकम करता हूं और उनसे हम शुरुआत करते हैं चंद सवालात की। सर कैसे हैं आप? वेरी वार्म वेलकम इन ज्ञानवाणी रेडियो इन नो योर फैकल्टी। हाउ आर यू सर?
थैंक यू अभिनव, थैंक यू फॉर दिस इंट्रोडक्शन।
प्लेजर सर। सर पहला वही सवाल जो हम अक्सर पूछते हैं, टेल अस अबाउट योर जर्नी हियर एट DY Patil University. When did you start working here and how have you evolved as a teacher and human being?
So I joined here on 15th of July.
Yes.
And we have not spent too much time as of now, but 3 months. And I came here and this institution has actually created a huge infrastructure and now it is in the process of evolving itself. I can see this institute, basically I look at this as a startup and then it is growing now very fast.
Oh yes, now.
And the way they are growing, I am sure they will touch the peak and they will meet their ambitions and the goals as they deserve.
Nicely said, sir. Okay, what made you choose the field of technology and management together? How did you prepare yourself for this since school and college days?
So, during our time, engineering was the most preferred profession.
Oh yes.
For people who were looking for good jobs, good assignments, and I became an engineer. And the reality is that it was not an engineer by choice. I became an engineer because most of my friends became engineers.
Oh great. अच्छा, अमूमन ऐसा होता है कि अक्सर फादर या पेरेंट्स चाहते हैं इसलिए स्टूडेंट्स बनते हैं।
नहीं, मेरे दोस्त इंजीनियर बन रहे थे तो मैं भी उनके साथ इंजीनियर बन गया.
Okay.
And then it so happened that there were some good management institutes in the country for which I wrote the competition. And qualified for XLRI, which was possibly after IIM, XLRI was the most preferred institute to learn. And since I got admission there, I went for management. And then once I went for management, then I took up a career in one of the leading MNCs in India.
Oh yes.
But the thing is that the question that why I chose technology, technology actually came to me by default.
Oh, okay.
Because I started my career post-management and I have worked for some of the great companies in the country, as you have already mentioned.
Oh, yes, yes.
But somewhere in early 90s, there was a realization that there is going to be a big spread of technological efforts within the country in the industry. And adoption of technology was growing very fast at that time. And that is where I also decided, and many people prompted me also, that technology was the right thing to do at that moment.
Oh, yes, yes. I was
And,
booming at that time.
there is one more thing I want to say. By that time, I had also realized, I was in the marketing profession before that,
Okay.
that many people take up the career and just because of the glamour of the career.
Oh, yes.
And I realized as a personality, I was not a marketing person.
Oh, okay.
I will not go out of my way to go and meet somebody and talk to somebody. If somebody comes to me, I'll talk to him.
Okay.
And I realized that I would have been a better person in delivery. And that is the opportunity which was existing at that time in technology. So I took up technology as a profession.
Nicely explained, sir, especially your journey here. Okay. What do you believe are the most critical skill set that today's managers need to cultivate in order to thrive in an increasingly complex and dynamic business environment?
So since you are asking me about business, I think for young managers of today, few things are very important. And if I have to mention some of them, those things will be, they must have aptitude for critical thinking. They must be able to think. Now, thinking means a good conceptual mind. And a good conceptual mind will mean good knowledge. And that knowledge can be of anything. The second thing I want to say, other than critical thinking for them, is that they should have convincing skills. And here I want to differentiate between communication skill and convincing skill.
Okay.
Communication skill in general, in today's generation, we find that most of them are good in communication.
Oh, yes.
But if you want good convincing skills, you need to have knowledge. If you don't have knowledge, you will not be able to build convincing skills.
Because you can't convince actually your boss or your manager or your client.
Or anybody, unless you have convincing skills, you require knowledge. Now, beyond critical thinking and convincing skills, you also must have few things which I find as differentiators.
Oh, okay.
I would say you must have the capability to show courage. And courage is something which differentiates you from others. Other than that, interpersonal skill is of key importance, and interpersonal skill, I can only say that building networking skills is most important. You must be able to build a network around yourself.
Yes, yes.
If you have
always.
these skills, I think your chances of being looked after, being seen by others, and getting valued by others will be higher.
Oh, wow. Nice lesson, sir. In light of the rapid technological advancement and their impact on various industries, how can managers effectively integrate and leverage technology to drive innovation and maintain a competitive edge?
Okay. So now you're talking about innovation. See, the first thing is, as a skill set, managers must be process oriented. Whatever business you work in, you must have good knowledge of your processes. If you have good knowledge about your processes, then only you can bring in technology in the process and integrate business with technology.
Agreed, yes.
And that is where you will have an advantage over others.
Oh, yes.
Now, as a business process, now if you want to bring the innovation, the key pointers for innovation you have to remember is, there are three areas in which you can make impact with the help of innovation. One is you bring innovative products.
Okay.
Second is you innovate in the processes, means change the processes. And the third is you must create new business models for bringing new types of revenue. If you look at these three things, you will be able to make an impact. And that is where you can see that innovations are also making a difference to people and to the organizations.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Could you share some practical strategies for fostering a positive and inclusive workplace culture that encourages collaboration, creativity, and employee well-being, particularly in light of the challenges brought about by remote work and hybrid models?
So, remote working, hybrid models, and you are talking about
especially
creating
integration, and especially creating encourages collaboration, creativity, and employee.
So you are asking multiple things in one question.
Oh, okay.
So let me go one by one. So collaboration, we have to think one thing, that if you want to be successful, in real terms, if you want to be successful, you have to make people around you successful. If you can help people in becoming successful, then you contribute to the leadership attributes which are required in the environment. And you will automatically get picked up for your leadership attributes. So you have to see that collaboration activities which you do, you have to see that you will be successful only when your colleagues around you also are successful.
Okay,
But if you try to show one-upmanship, somewhere you will do well, somewhere you will not do well. So that challenge will remain. So as a group, as a team, as a network, you will have to create a process in which you are trying to make everyone successful around you. So people will know your efforts. That is one. Now, second is you asking about hybrid models.
Yes.
And what is the what was the next
Collaboration
thing?
and the creativity.
Creativity in hybrid models. So now in the post-COVID situation, we are aware that hybrid model is a reality. There are many organizations who are still working in hybrid model, and they have actually reduced their manpower in the corporate offices, and many of them are still work from home.
Oh, yes.
And there are many large organizations who are doing like this. Now, there are some practical challenges here. The practical challenges are how to create a good performance management system for people who work in hybrid models.
Oh, yes.
When you are actually working face to face, your performance measurement happens, it's an everyday activity. It's a continuous measurement.
Yes.
But in a hybrid model, it becomes difficult. So, constant communication and transparent communication is the answer to this question. There has to be more and more communication, and there has to be more discussion and transparency. And that only can create confidence. If you do that, you will be able to create confidence in your team, and the good performers will never get ignored. So in this case, like in the industry, we always say that when we are rewarding people, so you can always reward a person who is a non-performer. But you should never ignore a good performer for his reward. Because the day you ignore a good performer for his reward, you are on your decline.
Oh, yes.
So it is for management a very critical situation, especially in the hybrid model, when people are not available to you on time in the office, then in that case, it is more challenging for you. And that is why creating transparent communication and more communication is more important.
In an era where artificial intelligence is becoming increasingly integrated into various industries, how do you envision the future of work for students who are currently pursuing degree in technology-related fields?
So artificial intelligence is one of the tools today.
Yes.
Tomorrow you will see some other tool.
Yes.
But let me talk about artificial intelligence itself. So all the job which you do on day-to-day basis, at least 80 to 85% of the jobs are repetitive in nature. What you are doing as a repetitive job, you can always teach a machine, or you can always teach an instrument to do that job for you.
Yes.
And you can create, there are two kinds of processes which are involved here. There are deterministic processes, there are probabilistic processes. With the help, so deterministic processes we were always doing with the help of machine learning. But probabilistic processes, like if this happens, what? If this happens, what?
The imagination especially.
So, in those situations, you can create models and use artificial intelligence to take that decision. So that means for doing all this, your conceptual mindset has to be very strong. And today, people who are only depending on tools and technologies for development of their mindset, they will have to be careful that conceptual mindset don't get developed with that. So conceptually you have to be very clear, then only you can use tools and technologies. Because ultimately it is the conceptual mindset which provides leadership roles.
What makes our institution unique? Of course, it's a faculty like us, definitely. But what about the factors such as infrastructure, cafeteria, lab and research facilities, the varied courses, and the general environment of learning and fun?
So, see, all that I can share with you on this is that the real creativity does not happen in the classroom.
Yes.
It happens beyond the classroom, and it is those situations of a cafeteria, outside the classroom, places where children meet, students meet, they discuss. So we say that even in the work environment, the 8 hours of work in the office which you do does not provide you the capacity to think more creatively. But the 16 hours which you don't spend in work, if your subconscious mind is still attentive towards finding those solutions, those 16 hours provide you much more creative solutions. Like, for example, many times you get up at 3 a.m. and you think that problem which you are thinking, you will do like this.
Yes.
And most of us get that. If I get that, I'm sure you also must be getting that.
Yes.
And if you get that, that is the subconscious mind.
Actually, which is working on that.
Yes, which is working on that. And the strength of the subconscious mind beyond the office hour, beyond the classroom, and all those you mentioned in the cafeteria or in the infrastructure, wherever students are there, if they are thinking about whatever problem they want to solve, they will be able to get solutions there. So outside work is more important for creativity.
और कुछ और अब क्वेश्चंस होंगे वो आपकी लाइफ से हैं.
Yeah.
What is the greatest lesson you learned from your student?
So my students keep challenging me and I have to keep learning every day.
Oh yeah, nice. If you had not been a professor, you would be.
So I have been a professor because I was in the industry and this is my second inning as a professor. But if I was not a professor, maybe I would have found out some consultancy role and I would have done that.
And okay. How do you juggle your hobbies with your career?
So now this is the second inning of my career, as I already mentioned.
Okay.
But my hobbies, I always spend time on certain entertainment activities. Now the nature of work which I do and the time available to me, and also I would say a bit of laziness does not allow me that. But in my past, I can say that I have been a very good non-tennis player.
Oh wow.
Also a table tennis player.
Oh great sir, great. I did not know about that. That is a surprising thing actually you told us. Okay, so now I'm going to ask you the rapid fire questions, sir. Here's our famous rapid fire round. I think you're ready for that. I'm going to ask you some questions. Okay. Best advice you got in your career?
So I was advised by somebody to move into technology when I was working in marketing. And I was getting a realization that my personality was more towards delivery of a job than doing a business development.
Oh.
So moving into that technology area really gave me growth as well. And everything, all that I got in terms of my career growth, in terms of money, in terms of my achievement, in terms of my satisfaction. So I moved into technology was a great thing for me.
Oh, great. The happiest moment of your life?
Okay. So my happiest moment of life is the day I went to Kailash Mansarovar.
Oh, wow.
And I have touched the bottom of the Kailash mountain, Kailash Parvat. And I have come back and I remember that.
Oh, wow.
And I always feel so happy.
This is a divine, especially divine
experience. It was a divine experience.
Wow, whatever. Great.
Taking bath in Mansarovar Lake, touching the mountain of Kailash Parvat.
Oh, you have done that actually.
Yes.
वहाँ तो minus से 0 से भी नीचे होता है.
Minus 20 था. And I have taken bath in Kailash Mansarovar for 7 days.
Okay,
we stayed.
Days. Great. ऐसा लग रहा है आप तो सर मतलब पूरा मॉन्क की तरह गए थे वहाँ पर पूरा एक जो होता है ना अपना
वहाँ पे स्नोफॉल हो गया था और स्नोफॉल की वजह से our team was not able to move forward. We had to stay there for 7 days. And all 7 days when we stayed, even though temperature was very low, we took advantage of that and we took bath in Kailash Mansarovar. Took dip.
Okay, great. The saddest moment of your life?
My father's death.
Okay.
So he was a very big support system, my father and the mother. So when I lost both of them, I felt that that was the biggest emotional support I had. That was the saddest moment.
Sorry for that, sir. Challenging moment of your life?
So when I moved into technology, and that was early 90s, I was not sure that whether I will be able to make the same mark which I was doing in my earlier career. But then, I got some opportunities which really were very helpful to me, and I could prove with my work and the sincerity and the hard work which I had put in. This really paid me, and I actually felt very nice about taking that decision after that.
Oh, great. Your favorite actor?
I have grown up seeing Amitabh Bachchan.
Oh, great.
But now I have certain reservations about him.
Oh, okay.
You allow me to say that.
Oh, please. So
Amitabh Bachchan is a great actor. I love him, like him. I have grown as a child seeing his movies.
Yes.
But today I feel that the whole country respects him. But all the communal things which are happening in the country, all the negativities which are there, he does not say a single word. He is such a big brand in our country. If he says something, it makes a difference to people, and he doesn't say a single thing. That means he is also just like any other actor in the Bollywood who are there just to make money. So that is my grievance against Amitabh Bachchan.
Okay. Okay, your favorite book?
Future Shock by Alvin Toffler.
I would read that actually, especially मैंने ये सुनी भी नहीं थी अभी से. Okay. Your favorite movie?
So my favorite movies have been multiple movies, difficult to single out. But I like old movies of Guru Dutt, and for me, since childhood, I have seen all movies of Amitabh Bachchan. I like all of them.
Oh, great.
So Amitabh Bachchan movies, if you ask me, so I would say that the first most important movie for him was Diwar, and I like Diwar as much.
Diwar. Favorite food?
Masala dosa.
Masala dosa. Favorite holiday destination?
So favorite holiday destination, I have gone around the globe. Other than Africa, I have gone everywhere in the world.
Oh, okay.
But if you ask me my favorite destination, the most enjoyable place, if I have to say what comes to my mind right now, is Barcelona in Spain.
Okay, great. ओके सर, ये था हमारा रैपिड फायर राउंड, एक्चुअली विच यू प्लेड इट वेरी वेल. अब मेरे पास है कुछ इनसाइट्स क्वेश्चन आपके लिए, मैं वो आपसे पूछता हूँ. एन आइडिया दैट चेंज योर लाइफ, as you mentioned, especially about to come into the technology field. Okay.
So, in fact, moving into technology area, that really changed my life.
Oh yes, definitely. How has success changed you?
So first of all, I don't consider this success to be a very big success.
Okay.
I have been moderately playing it well. God has been very kind. But I have not changed. My feet has always been on the ground. Whichever organization I worked for, whichever you mentioned, people of those organizations are still connected with me.
Oh, wow.
And they do talk to me from time to time. That is the biggest network which I have created, and the trust of those people which I enjoy.
Oh yes. Okay. Best role of your life: father, husband, son, or teacher?
I think all of them best. I mean, I play all of them very well.
The best role, especially all of them. You are the best. Best one.
So if you want me to say, so
it depends on you, sir. Okay. It's a father, husband, son, or teacher.
I have not done any one of them very well.
But you're especially best with all.
So I tried my best.
You tried your best.
I have tried my best so far, but I still have my reservations on saying that whether I put the best. I could have done something more in each of these roles.
So, okay, what hurts you the most?
So I have lost some of my best friends, and the reason I lost them was also something which hurt me. And some people whom I used to consider very close to me, I later on thought and later on came to the conclusion that they were actually just acquaintances, they were not friends.
Oh yes, that's true.
And that really hurt me.
So
some of them. So I have some very good friends, but some of them were like this also.
Okay, अब मैं पूछता हूँ सर आपसे this or that round, or you have the options and you have to just choose one option. Veg or non-veg?
Veg.
Okay, tea or coffee?
Tea.
Gym or yoga?
Gym.
Early riser or night owl?
Early riser.
Okay, emotional or practical?
Both.
Okay, you mean to say emotionally practical? You are actually
or practically emotional.
Balanced. You always maintain the equilibrium, especially. Books or Kindle?
Books.
Always. Mountains or beaches?
Mountains.
Okay, religious or spiritual?
More spiritual.
Okay.
But
yes.
I believe in my religion. So I am a Hindu by religion, and I really like doing whatever a Hindu is supposed to do.
Okay, nice.
I have been to all the Char Dhams. I have not gone to all the 12 Shivlings. I have gone to 8 of them. Dwadash Jyotirling, which is there. But since I have gone to Kailash Parvat, so now I say I have gone to corporate office. I don't want to go to regional office anymore.
That's nice. That's the corporate office. Nice, which is the chairman. You got it. Okay. Library or classroom?
So I like being with students in the classroom.
In the classroom. Okay. Amazon Prime or Netflix?
Nothing.
Okay. Breaking Bad or Good Doctor?
What is this?
These are actually the series, especially they come
no.
Amazon, Netflix. Okay.
Nothing.
You still listen the old retro songs, something like that?
I like that. I like them very much, and especially 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Till then, the songs which are there, I really love them.
The melodies, especially the Lata, Asha, Mukesh, Rafi, Kishore Saab, Manna Dey.
And my favorite is Hemant Kumar.
Hemant Kumar, okay. Tum Pukar Lo,
Hemant Kumar songs I really love. The way he sings.
Oh, I love
and his songs, many of them I really liked. And Mukesh after that.
My favorite singer is Mukesh, especially. His songs are just like that. He is depicting the philosophy of life, especially by his songs. So that's why actually his songs are good.
See, all these singers are very good, whatever names you have taken.
Oh, yes.
But with which singer your heart resonates? And that is the answer I have given you.
Okay.
And all those songs which are there, the old songs. Like if you listen to a Guru Dutt movie, all those old songs are fantastic songs.
Nice.
And new movie, now we don't see those kind of songs.
Yes.
But the last movie, if you ask me which movie songs I really like so much, is 1942 Love Story.
Oh, nice.
It was that...
Pancham Das actually last movie in which actually he composed the music.
And the gentleman who sang was Shanuda.
शानुदा कुछ ना कहो कुछ भी ना कहो एक लड़की को देखा तो ऐसा लगा जावेद अख्तर की लेखनी थी.
I really like that the songs of that movie.
ओके ऑलराइट सर. आज सर ने हमारे पास आकर और बहुत सारे सवालों के जवाब दिए, बहुत अच्छे से जवाब दिए, बहुत खुलकर काफ़ी सारी चीज़ों के बारे में बताया. मुकुंद प्रसाद सर से ये थी बहुत अच्छी मुलाकात. जल्दी बनाएंगे आप लोगों के साथ हम लोग 90.4 मेगाहर्ट्ज़ कम्युनिटी रेडियो ज्ञानवाणी पर. थैंक यू सो मच सर.
Thank you so much. All the best.